man initially intended to throw the little girl into the water, but felt sorry for her, so he secretly placed her in the bushes, and then used magic to throw a stone into the water, making his two subordinates believe the little girl had been thrown into the sea. Soon after, the little girl's parents arrived. Just as the girl was about to get up and call for her mother, she saw her grandfather arriving. The grandfather scolded the girl's parents, telling them to hurry home. Upon learning that her grandfather intended to kill her, the little girl quickly covered her mouth. Her mother, unable to find her daughter, was very upset, shouting for her daughter to never come home again. Hearing this, the little girl mistakenly thought her mother didn't want her either, unaware that this was all her grandfather's plot. The reason was that her 5-year-old brother was seriously ill and needed the sister's phoenix blood for treatment. Ignoring the little girl's fate, the grandfather transferred her phoenix blood to her brother and then ordered the butler to throw her into the sea. By the time the mother arrived, her daughter had already vanished. Fortunately, the little girl was saved by a kind-hearted person. 18 years later, she became a highly skilled disciple on the mountain, mastering the sex martial arts to the extreme. Her master knew she had always been troubled by the events of 18 years ago and sent her down the mountain to resolve this earthly matter. The master, knowing his time was short, handed the girl the mongoose token, which could lead the heroes of the world, and instructed her to return to Jiangzhou, cautioning her not to let misunderstandings cloud her judgment. The governor of Jiangzhou learned that the token's holder was descending and came personally to welcome the girl. The girl did not want to draw attention, as her return was only to resolve an old affair. The governor then sent his sister to accompany the girl on her tasks and retrieved her mother's information for her. The girl also wanted to understand why her mother abandoned her back then, unaware that her mother had her own struggles. For many years, the mother had been searching for her daughter, but had not seen any trace of her. Today was the wedding day of the Chen family's young master. When several subordinates were performing a lion dance, one nearly fell off, and the girl jumped in to catch him. Everyone immediately praised her martial arts skills, thinking she must be a hidden expert. The mother, seeing the girl, felt she resembled her daughter, and couldn't help but call out her name. But the girl did not want to acknowledge her mother, as she had yet to investigate the abandonment. At that moment, people from the Eastern Martial Arts School brought in a coffin, because someone from the Chen Martial Arts School had killed his disciple. The Eastern warriors had come to seek revenge for their disciple. In reality, they were intentionally causing trouble, as one of them had his eyes on the Chen family's young master's wife. A conflict broke out, leaving the young master severely injured. When the Eastern warrior's plot was exposed, he immediately attacked the Chen Martial Arts School members. At this moment, the young master appeared in a wheelchair. The girl could not have imagined that the brother who had taken her phoenix blood back then had now become disabled. The Eastern warrior, knowing the young master was disabled, intentionally challenged him to a duel, or else he would take his newlywed wife to accompany his disciple in death. The mother angrily denounced the Eastern warrior as despicable. When the Eastern warrior learned they refused to duel, he prepared to have his subordinates attack. The mother immediately intervened. Just then, the Eastern warrior noticed a family photo on the ground. This photo was a childhood picture of their family of 4. The mother and brother treasured the photo dearly. The brother wanted to grab it back, but the Eastern warrior tossed the photo around to tease him. The mother, embarrassed and angry, tried to snatch it but was pushed back. The Eastern warrior mocked their martial arts skills as too poor. The girl, watching her mother and brother being humiliated, thought they deserved it. Suddenly, the Eastern warrior found a jade pendant on the ground. The mother shouted that it was her daughter's pendant, claiming it was the only token her daughter left for her. She demanded the Eastern warrior return the pendant. The Eastern warrior simply threw the pendant to the ground, shattering it. Seeing her mother in such pain, the girl still felt her mother was putting on an act.